See, I know Lauren London. Lauren London used to sing backgrounds for me back in the day. She fell in love with my keyboard player. His name is Omar Edwards. Omar went on to play for Jay-Z after me, after leaving my band. Omar Edwards got Lauren London on to American Idol, which put her in position to meet Nipsey, and then she dumped Omar, who loved her madly, for Nipsey out of nowhere. Moved him out of the way because he was about to give Dr. Sabi to the world all over again, just like Lisa Left Eye Lopez tried to do damn near 30 years ago. Y'all niggas ain't slick. Lauren London was a contestant on American Idol. She just didn't make it, and when that fell through, the next thing you knew, she was in Nip bed.
Jaguar Wright has been making explosive claims for years, one of the most controversial being that Lauren London was sent to Nipsey Hussle the same way Faith Evans was sent to the Notorious B.I.G. Now, it appears she may not be the only one hinting at a deeper story behind Nipsey's tragic death. According to Growing Street Talk, 50 Cent may be quietly unpacking long-buried truths in his recent documentary. Viewers claim he dropped subtle but chilling hints, suggesting that someone extremely close to Nipsey may have played a role in the chain of events that led to his untimely demise. And the most shocking part, the speculation points toward Nipsey's longtime girlfriend and the mother of his children, Lauren London. If these allegations are true, it could completely reshape everything we thought we knew about Nipsey's final days, and why certain details were never fully addressed. But is this real information, or just dangerous whispers finally resurfacing?
Now, because this is a lot of the personal footage of Diddy. It shocked a lot of people. And I know, 50, the way you run, this cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make the, it was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot, you had to pick and choose things, like even in an area where he chooses to date people who he knows previously dated someone. He has a baby by a woman that was dating Tupac.
Wow.
To add to it, but we had to cut it down so he could.
As mentioned earlier, 50 Cent is not the first or the only person to raise questions about Lauren London. Others who have echoed similar claims include Jaguar Wright and Wack 100, both of whom have openly said that Lauren London's name is not being discussed enough in connection with the ongoing P. Diddy controversy. Wack 100 went even further, claiming that Lauren and Cassie were close friends. He questioned why, after nearly 5 years together, Nipsey Hussle never proposed or showed any intention of marrying Lauren. In his opinion, that there was more happening behind the scenes. According to Wack, Lauren may have been connected to Diddy's alleged freak-off culture, a claim that has fueled even more speculation online. Lauren, who has repeatedly stated in interviews that no man could ever replace Nipsey Hussle, is now being pulled into these rumors despite never being charged or formally accused of any wrongdoing. Wack 100 also pointed to Cassie, who has previously admitted to organizing private parties for Diddy, including coordinating guests, models, and celebrities. He alleges that Cassie may have introduced Lauren into that environment as well. Once again, these are claims being made by individuals, not confirmed facts. But the repeated mentions of the same names are raising questions many believe have yet to be fully addressed.
Finna let people know he was hitting Nip baby mama. You see it's coming out. Because Cassie and her was best friends. So when a playing like the way Diddy playing, this is real shit. My woman right there. My woman's right there.
Everybody in the industry that we like.
If I tell my woman...
That I don't disagree with.
Listen,
listen,
you think if Diddy told Cassie, make that happen with Laura, it wasn't gonna happen?
It's widely believed that this follows the same pattern. Diddy allegedly used with Young Miami, placing her on a payroll and having her bring in young models, along with people from her inner circle, to his private gatherings. One name that's often mentioned is Saucy Santana, who was reportedly part of that social orbit. But according to the allegations, that was only part of it. Young Miami has also been accused of transporting illegal substances on Diddy's behalf, claims that go far beyond Miami or Los Angeles. The rumors suggest interstate travel, including trips to New York City and other locations whenever Diddy wanted her present. These allegations were echoed by Diddy's former producer, Rodney Lil Rod, who has publicly spoken out against him. Rodney claims Diddy not only owed him a significant amount of money but also subjected him to ongoing harassment. In his statements, he alleged that Young Miami's involvement with Diddy went far beyond a typical romantic relationship. According to Rodney, she was deeply embedded in Diddy's lifestyle and willing to do whatever was required to maintain favor and secure financial benefits. He described their relationship as far more complicated and far more intimate. Diddy's connections with other women. He also claimed that Young Miami frequently clashed with other women in Diddy's circle. sometimes without provocation. Reinforcing the idea that she held a unique position in his life, Diddy himself fueled that perception by publicly suggesting that young Miami held a special place with him beyond discreet relationships or casual involvement. As a result, many began to believe that young Miami, known for being street smart and strategic, was allegedly willing to go further than others, helping organize private gatherings, inviting guests on Diddy's behalf, supplying the environment that kept those events going, and fully buying into whatever lifestyle Diddy was promoting at the time. Once again, these are allegations, not proven facts, but they continue to circulate as more former insiders come forward with their claims.
You got to.
It say take a shower if you like golden showers. I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you drunk and you just...
And they just peeing all over your body.
In that same vein, where young Miami was allegedly operating in both a personal and professional capacity for Diddy, there are claims suggesting that Nipsey Hussle's longtime partner, Lauren London, may have also been involved behind the scenes with Diddy and his inner circle. According to allegations tied to a recent lawsuit filed by Diddy's former assistant, Capricorn Clark, Lauren London was reportedly present around some of these private gatherings, not necessarily as a direct participant, but as someone who was allegedly aware of what was happening. Leaked reports from unnamed sources claim that Lauren knew about the freak-offs and was aware of how extreme some of these events became, to the point where Diddy and others required 4 drips. Afterward, in one portion of Clark's account, she allegedly stated that Lauren London was present at the location, while others, such as Chef Jordan, were in adjacent rooms. Clark described situations where Cassie was allegedly summoned and instructed to move between rooms, implying a controlled environment. Some interpret this as suggesting that Lauren not only knew these events were taking place, but may have also been aware that Cassie was under pressure in her relationship with Diddy yet said nothing about it. Again, these are interpretations and allegations, not established facts. Putting that aside, another question continues to spark debate: why Nipsey Hussle remained professionally connected to Diddy for as long as he did, when many believe he could have succeeded entirely on his own. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has spoken publicly on this topic, offering comments that added fuel to the speculation. His remarks have led some to believe that Diddy may have held a form of influence or leverage over Nipsey that kept him tied into that circle longer than expected. None of this has been proven in court, but as more former insiders speak out, these claims continue to circulate, prompting renewed scrutiny around relationships, power dynamics, and what may have been happening behind closed doors.
You think it was a good idea for Nipsey to be cool with Diddy?
I really can't speak on what and the reason why that man would, when he was already doing a great job himself with the team that he had. But somebody convinced him that that would be a good look for him. But, no disrespect, he got what he asked for.
Rumors suggest that when Nipsey Hussle finally began to pull away, loosening what many believe was Diddy's grip on him, things took a darker turn. After Victory Lap made its impact and Nipsey started asserting his independence, whispers began circulating that his desire to fully separate himself from Diddy's influence put his future in question. Some believe that the moment Nipsey tried to remove himself from those alleged shackles was the moment his life was quietly placed at risk. Once again, these are unverified claims, but they remain a chilling part of the conversation surrounding his final chapter.
What really does make sense is that Diddy has had a long career of using to trap into making them do what he wants to do or using them to move them out the way. How is Faith Evans any different than Lauren London? How? No difference at all. Struggling artists trying to make their way up, not getting the break that they needed. All of a sudden they stand next to the right guy and then now you know that guy is dead and they're okay for life. You know how many people in the business that happens to? Let's look at Khalees.
The official explanation surrounding Nipsey Hussle's death maintains that the shooter, Eric Holder, acted on his own, allegedly motivated by anger after Nipsey accused him of being a snitch. For a long time, however, rumors circulated suggesting that Eric Holder may not have acted alone. Some online speculation pointed toward Big U, a figure often described as having tension with Nipsey, as someone who may have been involved behind the scenes. Fueling those rumors were claims that, on the day of the shooting, Big U's whereabouts were unclear. According to speculation, his story appeared inconsistent, with changing accounts about where he was and who he was with, details that raised eyebrows among critics, though nothing was ever proven. Adding to the suspicion, Nipsey had reportedly declined to renew an older contract connected to Big U's label shortly before his death. a decision some interpreted as another source of friction. People also took notice of Big U's absence at Nipsey's funeral, which many felt was unusual given the circumstances. Later, a moment during a live video where Big U appeared to laugh in response to a justice for Nipsey comment went viral and reignited online debate. For some, that clip became symbolic proof of deeper involvement. For others, it was taken out of context and unfairly weaponized by social media. To this day, none of these claims have been proven in court, but the combination of unanswered questions, strained relationships, and public moments that fueled speculation has kept these theories alive in the minds of many, who believe the full story has never been completely told.
What you waiting on, though? You don't know what you waiting on, though. What you waiting on? You got to tell us what you waiting on. Yeah, my mama broke you with a justice for them.
A young boy would have been there like, yeah, you got it.
Everybody that was showing this shit.
You did.
You did.
Months later, the conversation reignited when Loose Cannon came forward with what many called a bombshell claim. During an appearance on the No Jumper podcast, Loose Cannon alleged that Big U had called him and informed him about Nipsey Hussle's death nearly 30 minutes before it was publicly reported. The clip spread rapidly across social media, instantly raising eyebrows and fueling intense speculation. Big U quickly pushed back. According to reports, he sent a cease and desist letter to Adam22, the owner of No Jumper, demanding that the episode be taken down. That legal move only amplified the controversy, leaving many to question why such drastic action was taken, and whether there was more behind the scenes than the public had been told. Once again, these are allegations, not proven facts, but they remain one of the most talked about moments in the ongoing debate surrounding Nipsey Hussle's death.
Cap, but for the record, the feds, when they did come, they only wanted one thing, and I feel like this will be of special interest to you. They wanted the cease and desist from Big U in regards to Loose Cannon's first appearance on No Jumper, in which Loose basically implicated Big U in the murder of the late great Nipsey Hussle.
Oh wow, that's interesting. And did you give them the cease and desist?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, well they...
Charleston White also weighed in, telling the streets what he believes was the real reason a hit was placed on Nipsey Hussle. According to him, Nipsey allegedly stopped paying dues to Big U, something he claims created serious tension. That narrative has been circulating for some time. However, in recent months, additional voices have come forward suggesting the situation may have involved more than just one person. Some now question whether Big U was the only individual connected to what happened or if others may have played a role as well. According to speculation attributed to 50 Cent, Lauren London is also being pulled into the conversation, allegedly due to her supposed connection to Diddy. These claims remain unproven, and no evidence has been presented to confirm them. At this point, much of what's being discussed is highly speculative, with people continuing to dig for information and share opinions online. Here are a few comments that have been circulating on social media. One person wrote, "Lauren isn't innocent. Diddy put them together to keep Nipsey under control." Another added, "Lauren transitioned from modeling into music videos, and Capricorn Clark is close to Diddy. She was also friends with Cassie." A third comment claimed, "Lauren and Diddy were extremely close. He used her to stay connected to Nipsey." Again, these are opinions shared online, not confirmed facts. That said, the questions remain. Is there any truth to the idea that Lauren London may have had a deeper connection to Diddy while Nipsey was still alive? And if so, could that relationship have played any role, direct or indirect, in the events that followed? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the next video, because this story only gets messier from here.